Well, hello there, my cutifuls. Well, here I am again with another video, and this time I want to talk about my favorite mold. Yes, you know the one. It's the Druzy Christmas Angels. Druzy Crystal Christmas Angels. Let's not forget about the crystal now, okay? The medium size for molds and shapes. Yes, this is my favorite mold. So this video was actually mostly filmed last year, and around the holidays time I got a little bit sick, so I'm just getting to edit it now, and I want to show you how I made these really special angels. And if you've seen the thumbnail, you'll know that they're beautiful. They truly are. So one thing I did a little bit different this time is I decided to put these little pearls into the Druzy wings. I don't know why I got the idea. I just got the idea. I've never seen it done before, but I just thought, let's put some little pearls in there. Why not? Let's see how it goes. So I did that, and I had these pearls, mixed size. These are not the half pearls, by the way. They're the full little pearls. But I had to pick out all the tiny little ones. I did try some later on, some other angels that I made with this same mold that had the bigger ones, but I really loved the little tiny ones. So I spent quite a lot of time here picking out the tiny little ones and putting them into the angel's wings, as you can see here. And and even as I got them put in there, I just knew they were going to be just beautiful. So my thing then was, my thought process was to create a bloom. Now, the one thing about this mold is I really wanted the Druzy wings to be clear so that the little balls would show, you know. But I didn't want the whole thing to be clear. And of course, we all know what resin does. Resin does whatever it wants to do. So I do spend quite a bit of time sort of doing a little dance with the resin. Like, if it wants to go into there, okay, I can't stop you going into there, but I'm going to try to make it to where you're symmetrical on both sides. And so that's what I'm doing here. And first of all, I'm going to pour some clear in to cover the whole mold. And I wanted to try blooms in the dress, but I am not a bloomer. I am what they call a late bloomer. Yes, I'm a late bloomer, and I'm going to get the blooms. I really am. So anyway, give it a good try. You'll see in a minute with me using, all my alcohol inks to create a beautiful bloom in this dress. But first, I'm just going to get some of the bubbles out. The Druzy does trap bubbles in there, a little bit in there. Next, okay, here we go with the alcohol inks. And I just showed you the colors that I use. It's a green, yellow, and a red. It was done at Christmas time. And I will tell you, I made these molds, these set of 4, about 5 different times. And I sold them so fast, I could barely get any glamour shots. I mean, they were selling like hotcakes, and I got a lot of feedback about how people cried when they got the angels and that kind of thing. So I'm really super pleased with how they came out. Obviously, I wanted red. That's why I put 2 things of the red in, because, red's my favorite color. And plus, it was Christmas time, so. And we put the green alcohol ink around the side. The brand, by the way, that's Piccassio. They're very highly pigmented, Piccassio. That's just the first set that I bought. I'm going to be experimenting with some octopus inks. I have, and some other brands as well. But for right now, we're using the Piccassio. So there's the green color. I think it's called Evergreen or something. I had it up at the screen just a little while ago. And then that color, I believe, is called Marigold. And so I'm putting the inks in, and then what we'll do is we'll attempt a little swirl. Now, obviously, with this being an irregular shape, the angels that is, it's a bit more difficult to control how the blooms, show up, I'll say. I was expecting the inks to shrink down a little bit anyways, as they do. They tend to shrink up, if you don't know. Alcohol inks, you put them in and you come back later on and they've shrunk down to like the size of a penny or something. So, okay, so here we are. I'm mixing up my white now. It is called Marine White Resin Paste. I've got that from Temu. I've got a few different kind of whites now, and I'm going to be trying them all out to see which one suits me best, but that's the one I used on this one. And so I'm doing a couple of drops here, trying not to make it too heavy, of course, mixing it up real good. Now, you're going to laugh at me. You're going to laugh. And I'll tell you why. Because I wanted to pipe my white, but I've been reorganizing my craft room, my studio, and I couldn't find my bags. I couldn't find my piping bags anywhere. So I ordered some new bags, and they hadn't come in yet. So somebody told me to get a sandwich bag. So there's my little sandwich bag right there. And I'm like, okay, let's put it in the sandwich bag. And then when I tried to do it, it was just like, I'm like, no, you really need the right tools, especially if you're a beginner. So anyway, I quickly abandoned that. So my balloon little ring here, it didn't come out so great. But I will tell you, just stick with me. You know me. I don't play. If it doesn't come out right, I just keep going till we get some semblance of what I'm trying to do here. But look how vibrant these alcohol inks are. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous and very Christmassy. Very Christmassy. So I just spent quite a bit of time here, as you can see, trying to get bubbles from the little holes in the Druzy. And they come up very easily, by the way. Just be careful. I was poking around there with my dotting tool, I think is what I was using. So bear in mind, this is a little bit on in time. And you've got voiceover, Jane, today, as you can probably tell. Trying to talk fast here because I'm trying to keep up with this video to make sure I don't go into the next shot. Okay, there's the bag, the baggie. My baggie. I now have a lot of piping bags, a lot. I have lots of them. But right then I could not find them. Now I bought an extra bag, and then I found 2 extra bags when I was cleaning up that I couldn't find. So I now have 3 stacks of them, okay? So you won't get this kind of behavior from me in the future. No more baggies, no more sandwich baggies for me. Yeah, I tried to do it with the sandwich bag, and it was just pouring out. So, okay, here I am. I decided to put it in one of the little squeezy cups and try to do it. Yeah, that is not ideal. No, it's not ideal, especially when you're a beginner like me, I thought I would try it because I've seen Petra. Petey's Home Heart. I've seen her do it really good. You see that? Drippity drip drip. Anyways, listen, it was a means to an end, okay? In the end, it turns out absolutely stunning. It really does. So here I am going around the sides with my little what do you call that? Micro brush. That's my micro brush. It's got the little bit of cotton on the end here. And then, of course, it's traveling up into the bodice there. So I thought, well, since it wants to go up there anyways, let me help it. I'll just make sure it says, it says tidy, I guess is my word, as tidy as I can make it. Not being the traditional round, my flowers are a little bit more difficult for me, especially being a beginner, but I think I got some semblance of a flower in the dress. You'll see on the back end of it. And once again, those alcohol inks being so vibrant and Christmassy, they are really stunning. They really are. So again, the white was traveling up into the bodice. So I just made it part of the bodice. Anywhere that it determined it had to go, I just said, well, okay, let's help it. Just trying to design it according to what it is it's doing. like I said before, it's like doing a little dance. That one's not so bad, that flower. Not so bad, not so bad. I need practice with the flowers. I'm gonna practice. There I am again, creating the bodice and trying to get some semblance of a flower in here. Yeah. And at some point, you're going to see in a moment, it goes up into the wings even. Like some of it traveled up into the wings. And whenever it did that, I just tried to make it as symmetrical as I could. Like if it determined it wanted to go into one wing, I just helped it to go into the other one as well by just using my little dotting tool and moving things around. So yeah, I thought it came out pretty good. So
guys, I just
this is the first layer, and of course I let that cure.
This is what was left in my cup.
Okay, I want to show you this.
And by golly, if this thing has not flash cured on me, look at this, look. So I can't really show you that good, but yeah, it's flash cured. I've just wasted 200 mils of resin. Okay guys, I'm back, and this is what we're looking like so far on the angels. I'm sure my flowers are messed up, but I love the colors and the patterns, and so far so good. What I want to do now is do a back coat, but I really don't want any color to go in these wings, but I know I can't guarantee it. So what I'm going to try to do, and I couldn't decide on the back coat between this color, which is a golden color. These are both Timu art metallic art pastes, and then this one, which is a cream color, but it's metallic. And I thought, well, why don't I just do 2 of each color, and then that way I can satisfy myself and see what I might like going forward, because I mean these are brand new. I'm like, well, let's just test them both out while we got the opportunity to here. And so we're gonna do that. I also, let's see, what I thought I would do is try to push color out of this area by pouring clear and then color. I'm going to try it, but I don't know if that'll work. And I think I just need to be satisfied with whatever the outcome is. If some of these are fairly neutral and light colors anyway, so if some of those colors do fly up into the wings, I'll just, I'll love it. I'm sure I'll love it. So I'm just hoping these on the other side of this kind of mess I was creating in here looks okay, because this side is certainly beautiful. It wouldn't be a problem if I wasn't doing a back coat, because then I would have an opportunity to show either side. But since I'm doing a back coat, I need to trust that the other side of this looks beautiful. Okay, so all right, I'm going to mix up some resin here. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it in the vacuum chamber or not, because I think I might switch out of the fast cure though and try to do something else, because that fast cure that I have, I just need to use it up and move on to a different. I think I'm going to try less resin fast cure on my next go. In the meantime, that was a Timu brand of some sort, and I do not like it, but I had bought 4 gallons of it. So anyway, that's my bad. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get some resin mixed up, and I will be right back. Okay, we're back, guys. Okay, so I have my resin mixed up here. Oh, I took my glove off. I got a call in the middle of all that. So I had to take my glove off to operate my phone. Now I need to put it back on again before I start handling that resin, right? Fortunately, I only took one glove off. Both of them. All right, fresh glove. So, what I'm going to try to do is, I don't know. I only have one hand, so that's the problem. I only have one hand that operates properly. So let's try to put some clear in the wings, like that, and fill it up with the gold. So my wish is that the clear will stay in the wings. So I can see that that's not going to happen. And we don't know how this is going to move. So it's really just a matter of hoping for the best, I think. Let's see. I need to get some of that gold into the headband part. I think I can find a better tool than that. Come on, Jane. Duh. Can you see? Okay, I hope you can see okay. So I'm going to gently move that where I want it to go. There. And that is done. So, okay, let's leave that. Let's get this clear out the way before I knock it over. Let's try that again. Seemed to work okay. Let's start with some clear in the wings. Maybe I can go a little bit slower this time. And gold. To fill her up. Wow, what a pretty color. I do hope that this color looks good with whatever's going on the front there. I do. Let's give her a gold headband. I think some of this is going to inevitably go into the wings, but I don't think it clashes with what's going on there. So I think we can. My main thing is symmetry. I'm going to try to get as much symmetry into it. If it's going to go in there on one side, I would like it to also go in there on the other side as well. There. Okay. But we know it's going to travel and do what it's going to do, so I'm not going to fret about it too much. Okay, let's try pouring the color here. The cream color. Okay, let's see. Are you going to behave yourself? Ooh, you're pretty. It's another pretty color. Okay. And we want it to go into the headband. Doesn't seem to want to flow into there very well. That's okay. I'll help you. I will help you. I thought about doing some glitter on that, but I changed my mind. I would like to not have to do some trimming, so let's just take you off of there. If you're going to get a little bit overflowy, maybe a little bit of trimming would be okay, but I'm tired of all the trimming, to be honest with you. Okay, one more. One more.
Okay, guys, we're back and we're all cured up now. Let's see how these beauties came out. Fingers crossed, fingers and toes crossed at this point. But of course, I already know how they came out because, it's a couple of months later. So let's have a look. Okay, and there she is. Look at her beautiful dress and the bodice. All of my happy little accidents all came together. And oh, she's beautiful. Here's her sister. These are sister angels. That's what my song's about. My AI song that I've been playing in the background. I'll play it a little bit louder later. There we go. And this mold is, again, it's by Molds and Shapes. I want you to know I do have a 10% discount code, QQ10. You can get 10% off of this mold and also your whole order, actually. So this mold right here made me a lot of money over Christmas, if I'm being really honest with you. I actually sold out every single one of these. Yeah, they were given as gifts. So I even got a picture. I don't think I put that up at the end, but I got a picture of somebody. It's on somebody's tree, and it just stands out so beautifully. It really does. Look at that. I like the white color, the off-white color. That's gorgeous. Yeah, so here we are. So now I've put on some jewelry on her bodice, as you can see. Look at this. How beautiful. Oh my goodness. And I have now the large sizes of this one, and I'm going to be doing that very, very soon. I hope you'll stay tuned for that. Please, if you like this, like and subscribe. I didn't get any glamour shots. I sold them out too fast, so I'm so sorry about that, but this is really the best I can do. Here I'm showing you how I was picking out her jewelry for her bodice, and yeah, I'm going to be placing that on there with some E6000 or B7000, I think is what I have. And yeah, they just really, you can't go wrong with this mold. You really can't go wrong. But anyway, let me show you how I put it on.
E6000, I have B7000, same difference. Glue. Glasses on, Jane. Can't see without my glasses. Yeah, it's one of them things about getting old. So I'm going to put some in the points that I think might touch. I'm going to let it dry overnight, and then I'm going to come back in with some UV resin to finish it off. So I want the dangly bit to stay dangling. I don't want to get glue. So I really just want them to just stay like this overnight. I'm going to come back and see how permanent it is. Oops, you see that? That was a string of glue that got caught on my finger and decided to move it. Since this is the finishing touch, the centerpiece is really, really, really important. You want to center it. One thing I will say is that I've got fingerprints all over these gems. You cannot get glue on the gems. If you get glue on the gems, they won't shine. So then, you can use acetate or alcohol, isopropyl alcohol to get it off. You can do that. Right now, the most important thing is for this to glue and for it to not move around. So I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to try to clean that right now. I'm going to do that for all 4 of these. Let it dry overnight, and then I'll come back, do what I believe would be a more permanent solution with the UV resin tomorrow, and then I will get you guys some pictures. But yeah, for the people that I've shown these to already, they've already said that they want to buy some. These molds from Molds and Shapes, it just seems to me like no matter what I do, it feels to me like they come out beautiful no matter what I do. Whether I do a good pour or not, they're beautiful. I mean, these blooms are clearly not perfect. are they? We know that. There's so many of you here that do absolutely stunningly beautiful blooms. I myself intend to be that person that does the beautiful blooms one day. And the only way I'm going to do that is by practicing. In the meantime, I don't want a bunch of flops sitting around everywhere. So in this case, I believe it is the color combinations and the mold and the bling. Can I just talk about these? Let me take this off for a minute. Look at this. Can you see these beautiful pearls in the wings? So easy, guys. I bought these from Temu. And there's a whole bunch of different sizes in there. I might try some bigger ones later, I'm not sure. I picked out, you probably saw that on the video, I picked out all the little tiny ones. But to me, that is unique. I haven't seen anybody else doing that right now. Is it a game changer, guys? It might be a game changer. Sorry. Shouldn't say that.
For angels come to us tonight, with a love and wings so pure and white. They bring the hope that will ignite in hearts that crave for holy sight. From darkness saving every soul,